Tony Robbins has 7 forces of business mastery, and I just want to go through. I'm going to spend a little bit of time on the raving fans part of it because I think that's where a lot of you are missing out. So we'll kind of go through some of that stuff here. But I want to go through each one of these. So his first force of business mastery is creating an effective business map. And he kind of goes through, if you haven't seen any of Jay Abraham's stuff, Jay Abraham goes through, there's only really 3 ways to grow a business. In real estate, there's kind of 4. Okay, so 4 ways to grow your real estate business. This is a document. It is in your drive under business ownership. And it's a really good exercise. I first went through this exercise when I read Jay Abraham's book, Getting Everything You Can Out of Everything You've Got. I forget the exact name of it. But looking at these numbers, and you honestly don't need to spend a lot of time here, but most people think that the only way to grow your business is the number of sides. So let me give you a good example. So let's take my business. I first projected all my numbers at a $200,000 commission check. And so today we're running at 250. So that's actually a 25% increase to 250. So the impact of, so last year was 320. We will go to, what's that, another 25% growth. So let's just call it 400. It's actually about 425 this year we'll hit. Our price point didn't just last year increase from 200, but I started out at 200 and went up to 250. Our average commission check, we're honestly not getting a lot of growth out of our average commission checks. So we'll put that at about 0. And then our referrals, we're focusing on getting more referrals. So we can get 72. The bottom line here is that you can get 72% growth out of your overall business by focusing on something more than just increasing size. So being conscious of sales price, be conscious of your commission rates and your referral rates. So that's the 4 things: increase the number of clients, your average sales price, the commission rate you charge, and the frequency in which your clients buy. In this commission rate is, charging transaction fees. So that's not included in here, but we get, I net about 10, 12,000 a month from transaction fees, which pays for a couple or 3 actually staff members, which is cool. All right. So hopefully that's just an interesting way to look at it. Strategic innovation. I mean, it goes without saying that our industry is changing. All of you are a part of this group because you realize that running a team is the only response, in my opinion. If you're not running and building a team similar to the one that I have, I believe you're going to be working for one. There's no way these small agents, these small do-it-yourself brokerage type agents selling 10 homes a year are going to be able to compete with the businesses that we're building. Number 3 is world-class marketing. It's all about marketing. Sometimes I get emails from clients that says, hey, these letters aren't working, or your postcards aren't working, or whatever. And it's not about a specific letter working. It's about you becoming a marketer. So one of our members, Chris Lindahl, and I don't know if he's on the call here, he owns Facebook. He is a master of Facebook, and he's becoming a world-class marketer on Facebook for the real estate industry. Just go on his team website to see what he's doing to get a flavor for what is possible from a marketing perspective. The stuff he's doing with Discover Pubs, I did Discover Pubs, and it was kind of a, I don't want to say waste of money. We got some return out of it, but not more than a one-time return. We didn't pay for it. He started out with that newspaper and made it hyper-local, put a bunch of effort into making all the content hyper-local, launched a Facebook page around that newspaper, and within he picked up 2 builder accounts with his first newspaper. So it's crazy. So become a marketer. Anything direct response from Dan Kennedy is worth reading. In terms of sales mastery, there's a pipeline that you need to manage as a team leader. So think of your business as leads come in. You need to massage those leads through calling, through texting, through email, through content marketing to get appointments. You need to secure those appointments into relationships, get loyal clients, and you need to make those clients, get them under contract, and sell their home or sell them a home, get them to closing, and get them to send you referrals. That's the entire business. So mastering each one of those touch points is critical to your ability to truly scale and scale the business profitably. In terms of number 5, constant anticipation, the power of financial analysis, there's going to be a version 2.0 of the business tracker that we're going to have access to. I'm working on it with Kirby. It includes an appointment tracking element to it. So every appointment that is set, we track the lead source and the conversion rates of every appointment that comes to the business, in addition to the cash flow, the ROI, the P&L, the agent productivity, agent profitability. All of those things are going to be in addition to the appointment tracking. So knowing your numbers, I can't emphasize enough that you have to implement the business tracker. You have to make it a part of your business. Some people implement it, and then I ask them about it, and it's like, oh, we haven't, it's 3 weeks, all the data that's in there. I've got people in the business tracker, there's two main people, Cherie and Jessica, who are in there every day. And so Dropbox is pretty team friendly, multi-user friendly now, where it alerts you if there's a different version and you can update to that version. So it works pretty well. In terms of optimization and maximization, that's the job of a leader. It's from a people and culture standpoint, but also a process and execution standpoint. So I'm going through, tomorrow's going to be a difficult day for me. I've got to release someone from the team. Doesn't fit the culture. So we're always a top producer. So from a people culture standpoint, that's critical. And on the operations side, to make sure your processes are dialed in and you're executing properly, so you don't have to throw bodies at your business, but you're running your business on systems. And then raving fans and culture, you have to be shooting for world service.